What's up, everybody? I'm Sergeant Romo. I am the enlisted recruiter in Oklahoma City. I've been a recruiter going on 3 years now, and Sergeant Butler and myself have been working together back and forth through just Facebook messaging each other, pitching each other different ideas and different things that we think can benefit each other and other recruiters around us. We recently just did a rookie camp together where we shared our stories and our ideas, and Sergeant Butler wants to open this up AFRS wide. So I'm going to start off by just kind of taking you guys through some of the stuff that I've done throughout my time and kind of what has made me successful during my 3-year span as a recruiter. One of the things that we have always talked about is innovation and creativity and trying to find ways to stand out amongst your peers, but not only amongst your peers, but amongst your competition in your local area, whether you are in a more rural zone or you're in a more populated city. You're still going to have competition from other outside sources that provide jobs, like oil fields here in Oklahoma or in the Midwest always offer a lot of high paying jobs, and kids want to go that route to make quick money, or colleges or other branches of service. What are you doing to separate yourself in that? And one of the things that I've always pitched is treat your office, treat your recruiting center like a small business. Advertise as a small business would. And definitely want to get your face out to the group everywhere and letting people know in your zone who you are, not just that the Air Force is here, but you as a person is in that zone trying to help recruit individuals to the United States Air Force. So one of the biggest things that we've done is we make custom posters, and that is something that has been very beneficial for us. So I'm going to actually try to share my screen here. Okay, so I'll show you guys just around my office some of the things that I've done that have helped. So over here, I have where I keep all my posters and things, but right off the bat, these are the custom posters that we've made that we put up in our schools and just around our zone. And the biggest reason that we do this is, like I said, we're advertising as a small business, but at the end of the day, I'm pushing myself out here. It's very similar to like a real estate agent, because it builds trust and cohesion. Before an individual even meets you, they've seen you, and it kind of lets them understand who their recruiter is going to be. Also, the Aim High app has been very beneficial for a lot of us. For me, I just blow these up all over my area. These are just QR codes where individuals will scan and then be able to send their information right to me, put it right in my bucket. But those go hand in hand. Some of the other things I like to do, this is my office. We just moved in, so excuse all the boxes, but I have high school logos from all of my schools hung up in here. I have custom posters with some of the cities that I recruit in. And those are some of the things that allow me to become more approachable, more, these individuals understand, like, oh, okay, I know who Sergeant Romo is. I've seen his poster in my school or at the gym, things like that. So I think Sergeant Butler will back me on this, because we've worked this same kind of project together for some time now. So how do you feel it's benefited you in more of a rural zone?
So it helps me a lot because some of those rural areas, I felt like, when I first got here, I didn't need to do school visits really, right? I was unfortunately, some of the rumors is, oh yeah, you just got to be in your office and people come in. But that's kind of like a city aspect, and not just all city areas are like that. But for my area, it's definitely not like that. You have to kind of be out there. So being in those schools and having those posters there allowed me to pretty much get those interactions to where even though I'm not there all the time, when I do make my monthly visits to some of the schools, they know who I am because they've already seen my face around the school. So one of my schools, Mountain Grove, to be exact, they literally have like 4 of my posters around the corners of each school. So when I walk in, the kids, students are already like, oh, hey, how's it going, sir? Like, they already know who I am. And so it makes it a little bit better for interaction.
Yeah, and that is definitely something that those posters or those situations are meant for, especially in those more rural areas is those kids cannot, based off of, geographically separated, they cannot see you as often. I know we are 5 to 1 for most other recruiting stations, to where like the Army, the Marines, Navy, so on and so forth, may have about 5 recruiters to our 1. So it's a lot harder for us to be out there. So yeah, that's a great way to have us represented in those schools, even when we can't be there all the time.